Images are make or break when it comes to the professional look of your website, and also about the brand voice that you're transmitting to people that are visiting your website and viewing those images. And with a whole host of options for free stock images, it always blows my mind that so many websites have such terrible stock imagery. I'll go through what makes good or bad stock imagery in another video, but on this video, I wanted to show you some of my favorite resources for free stock photography. We've got one really big player in this space, Unsplash, and then I'm going to show you 5 others which offer even more options, and some quirky ones too. So let's first look at Unsplash. If you haven't heard of Unsplash before, it is a directory of amazing, actually, free stock photography. So photographers all over the world publish their images on Unsplash, and anybody can use it for free for any use, commercial or non-commercial. So it's been hugely popular. So what I've done in this video is I've taken each of the 6 websites and I've searched for business. I initially started out with recruitment, but sometimes the results are a bit sketchy, so I thought business covered it pretty well, just to see what kind of results came back. So this is Unsplash. You can see up here at the top, I've searched for business, and if I have a look up here, there's 4.8 thousand photos tagged with business, and a whole load of collections as well, which is amazing, with business photos in them. Collections are sometimes really interesting. Let's have a quick look at that. The thing I like about collections is that sometimes it brings together photos with a similar kind of look and feel. So often one of the mistakes with stock photography is that you grab stock photography from here, from there, from everywhere, you throw it all on your website, and it just looks like a mess because everything's styled slightly differently. It just doesn't look right. And consistency, as we know, is really important for professionalism. So collections are cool. On Unsplash, I'll just flick back to photos, and you just scroll down, and there's a big download button, and when you click that, it'll download to your computer. Look at this. I mean, there's absolutely, like I say, there's 4.8 thousand of these. You could scroll forever, and there's mixed quality, but generally they're really good. So that's Unsplash. That's the kind of big player. The next one we'll look at is called Pexels. It's very, very similar to Unsplash, and it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of the photos are actually the same. So here we've got, I've typed in business again, search for that. I don't see collections this time, so that's something that Unsplash has over Pexels. But oh, there we go. I am wrong. Collections are in and amongst the photo feed itself. So scroll down, and it's very similar, isn't it? Similar kind of vibe. Lots of photos to choose from. Again, differing quality. Lots and lots of different styles. I'll cover that stuff in another video. So that's pexels.com. The next one on the list is Pixabay, and again, very, very similar. So at the top, I've searched for business. I can search for images, or specifically vector graphics or illustrations, or even videos, which is really cool. These ones along the top are sponsored, so you'll pay for those. But under here, we've got 21,000 free business images that we can use. Again, same kind of stuff, but there's some different ones in here, so it's great to have a variety to choose from. Same kind of thing again, but yeah, more options. Next one, Gratisography. This is a photographer. I can't remember his name, which is terrible, but I think he primarily takes these photos himself. These ones, I've included this site because it's a little bit quirkier than the others. So because it's a single photographer, he's done some kind of fun, silly stuff. So if that's your vibe, then that might work really well for you. Let's just go to the next page. Yeah, you can see there's lots of kind of comedy in his photography, but also some serious abstracty stuff as well. So there you go. There's another one, free business photography. That one with a bit more of a personality in those ones. The next one is Reshot, so reshot.com, and this one's pretty standard. I think this has just got kind of less functionality going on than the others. We don't know how many photos there are. I can't see. There's packs. I don't know what that means. I'll not click on that yet. But again, there's some stuff in here that might not be in the others. So it's definitely worth checking out. I think this again, yeah, there's some different stuff in here that I haven't seen in the others. But then there's things like this. You know, there's lots of MacBooks on wooden tables and coffee cups and things like that. You're always going to get that kind of thing. But there's lots of photos here that I've seen just by scrolling through now that I hadn't seen on the others. So again, way more options. Last but not least is Burst, and this is by Shopify. So it's burst.shopify.com. Again, I've searched for business, so I've got business in the URL there too. And you can scroll down, you can see a lot of this is the same. Some of this is actually taken by the Shopify team itself, I believe. So you'll definitely get some stuff on here that you won't get on the other websites. But you'll also get a lot of the very generic stuff that you do. But between those 6, it should have you covered for stock photography. Follow me for my next video. There's actually, I want to do more on images and photography because I think this is a super important topic for websites. So if you give me a follow, I'm going to do another video on how to choose the best stock photography for your website. And if you have any comments on this, I'd love to hear from them. Thanks.